Welcome to Songs from the Bottom of the Garden. I just noticed the picture looks a bit like a brothel, but that's probably not a bad idea. I was told there wasn't enough light last week, so I switched the light on, and it looks a bit red. That's fine. Anyway, welcome to Saturday afternoon in St Denis. And this first song is called Almost the Great Romance, and the title is probably a bit of a giveaway. They met in a bar, a smile and a glance, talked until the lights went out. Could this be the great romance? Moved on to a club, a drink and a dance, watched the city fall asleep. Could this be the great romance? What can you trust when you think you're in love? Is it just lust, or is it something else that keeps you awake at night? Checking the phone, walks around in a trance, reads each message 20 times. Could this be the great romance? Making plans for the weekend, a holiday in France. The future is a novel. Could this be the great romance? What can you trust when you think you're in love? Is it just lust, or is it something else that keeps you awake at night? The messages stopped, the end of the dance. Silence is the cruelest way to end a great romance. That ship has sailed, no second chance. It burned and it failed, but it was almost the great romance. What can you trust when you think you're in love? Is it just lust, or is it something else that keeps you awake at night? I'm not sure if you can hear in the background, but Kevin the Blackbird is back with loads of his friends from the sound of it. Oh, hello Henry. Good to hear you. I'm going to do one now called Bed and Breakfast. And I wrote this when I saw a couple in a restaurant, and they were just sitting there. She was staring into mid-air, and he was just looking at his phone. Yes, I know what you mean about Almost the Great Romance. That's such a true story. And Bed and Breakfast, I I finished off having seen Shirley Valentine. Right, so this is called Bed and Breakfast. They sit at the restaurant. He plays with his phone. His mind is always elsewhere. She could be here alone. She lies awake thinking and makes up her mind. If only for a week or two, she'll leave this life behind. They lead separate lives and only meet for bed and breakfast. When did convenience take over from love? There must be more than bed and breakfast. She wants to be seen. She needs a little warmth. On Saturday morning, she waits for a cab. He's working weekends now. She'll be gone before he's back. The plane lands in sunshine, and though she's alone, as she walks to the terminal, it feels like coming home. They lead separate lives and only meet for bed and breakfast. When did convenience take over from love? There must be more than bed and breakfast. She wants to be seen. She needs a little warmth. Sitting by the sea, drinking a glass of wine, she's fallen in love again with herself. Coming alive, she listens to the waves. What's he doing now? He sits at the restaurant and plays with his phone. His mind is always elsewhere. Has he noticed that she's gone? If you can find a copy of Shirley Valentine somewhere, I'm sure it must be on the net. It's perfect film for watching on a rainy afternoon. A lot of it is filmed in Mykonos, I think, but it's a very good film anyway. And this next song is probably the oldest song that I play. I wrote it years ago about a party I went to as a student with my friend Peter Clare, who had lots of friends in Manchester. So we went to this party in Manchester. But it could be any party that you've been to, actually. It's called Rolling Up the Sleeping Bags. The beer ran out at 12 o'clock. Dancing went on till 3. You said you must be off and couldn't stay with me. So we played Monopoly till 4:45. And now it's 9 o'clock. We're barely alive. and we're rolling up the sleeping bags, clearing cups from the floor. The party's over now, we're not welcome anymore. There was a band down in the cellar, playing all through the night. We didn't get much sleep, but that was alright. Now it's time for breakfast. My mouth feels like fur. There must be a cafe somewhere in the streets of Manchester, and we're rolling up the sleeping bags, clearing cups from the floor. The party's over now, we're not welcome anymore. This next song I was trying to write a sort of 1930s type song, the sort of that a crooner might sing with a band behind them. So if you imagine you're in a dark club with probably some red lighting actually from the look of this, with a band and a piano. If I didn't love you so much, I'd cry myself to sleep when the days overwhelm me. If I didn't love you so much, I'd feel alone in the world with no one to hug me, because I love you. The darkest night becomes safe. Tomorrow will be fine, no matter what we have to face, because I love you so much. If I didn't love you so much, I'd spend my time in bars till the world swam around me. If I didn't love you so much, I wouldn't know how it feels when you amaze and astound me, because I love you. The darkest night becomes safe. Tomorrow will be fine, no matter what we have to face, because I love you so much. Sunny days come and they go. There are moments when the world feels like every day is Monday, with 100 things to do. No time for anything, that's when I think of you, because I love you. The darkest night becomes safe. Tomorrow will be fine, no matter what we have to face, because I love you so much. That was Because I Love You So Much. And this is the last song. It doesn't seem initially to be a love song, but it's actually a love song about venues. And particularly with Big Rona around at the moment, venues seem very special. And every venue has a personality, and when it's gone, it's like a friend isn't there anymore. This is called Bricks. Every good venue that closes down rips another piece from the heart of the town. A city is more than fancy flats, generic stores and chains of coffee shops. I remember the place so well. Old posters on the wall behind the stage. You had to breathe in to squeeze in the hall, while the band pumped out power chords and rage. Saw them later on TV, but where was the passion they had on the stage? Used to be more than bricks. It's where we grew together, had fun together. Used to be more than bricks, but it's back to bricks today. Every good venue that closes down rips another piece from the heart of the town. The city is more than fancy flats, generic stores and chains of bloody coffee shops. I remember the bar so well, crowded round the table talking rubbish, double speed. Don't remember all that was said, but it was always about music and the politics of greed. Sometimes met in other pubs, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't our place. Used to be more than bricks. It's where we grew together, had fun together. Used to be more than bricks, but it's back to bricks today. Just a pile of bricks today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll do this again next week. I think I'm going to do it on Sunday afternoon. If you want to leave any comments underneath suggesting whether that's a good or bad or a different idea, that would be great. But you can always watch it on catch up anyway. So hope you enjoyed the songs, and see you again next week, I hope. Cheerio.